The Hyundai Tucson Blue Drive S on a 67 plate. We're going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But as you see from the outside, it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, we've got a 60/40 split folding rear seat, loads of boot space, and also this section of tray will lift up to reveal even more space underneath there should you need it. Okay, so I'm just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. These seats are as good as new as you might expect. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge, and on the right hand side the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the middle you can see the trip computer, which includes the total miles on this car of 1,704. You can change information that's displayed above that using the buttons on the steering wheel, and you can have things like, for example, what you see there, which is the digital readout for the speedometer. And there's various menus along the top as well which you can access, so user settings you can change, for example the way the doors lock as you drive away. So lots of information there, and that is changed using the buttons on the right hand side of the steering wheel just here. Over on the left we've got stereo controls in the centre. We've got the ability to answer and end phone calls, and then we've got voice activation for the phone just there. So hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it'll do that for you without you having to take your phone out of your bag or pocket. That is of course once you've paired the phone, which is done on the stereo over in the centre just here. So over on the left hand side you'll see the button for the phone, for example. There's a button for radio just there. What we're going to do first of all is just turn it on, turn the volume down, and I'll show you some of the different settings. So radio will allow you to access FM, AM and DAB digital radio as well. The numbers next to that are the numbers that you see here. So if you wanted to access DAB radio, for example, you would press number 4 or number 5, whichever one, to access the DAB. Media will bring up the other ways that you've got to listen to music in this car. So you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio once you've paired your phone, and this car has got an auxiliary and USB input as well on top of that. So just beneath that we've got a few numbers, as I showed you a moment ago. They will relate to things that come up on the main screen above, and also presets for the radio. Beneath that we've got the air conditioning. So fan speed is adjustable on the left, temperature on the right. That button will turn the air conditioning on or back off again, and then you can determine where in the car you'd like the air to blow. You can have it on all 3 positions or just 2 of them, however you want to configure it. Underneath that, we've got your rear screen heater. That button will divert the car's air conditioning to the front screen automatically. And then under that, we've got 2 12-volt charging sockets underneath these caps, and then the auxiliary and USB input that I mentioned previously. We have a 6-speed manual gearbox, and next to that, a couple of buttons. This is for, you know, if you were going to drive down for a muddy field, this button will help you do that. And this has got stop and start. So this car's designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel. You can push that button to turn that system off, or to turn it on again, whichever you prefer. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.